What you can expect if you are having planned general anesthesia for a scheduled C-section. Everything is the same as a scheduled C-section with spinal anesthesia up until the point when you enter the operating room. So part 1 from my other C-section step-by-step videos is the same. With general anesthesia, once you walk into the OR, instead of sitting up on the OR table for the spinal, you just immediately are going to lay down on the table. No support person in the room for the prep or going to sleep process. Arms out to the side on the arm boards. Monitors are placed, EKG leads, blood pressure cuff, pulse ox. All of the surgery prep stuff that usually happens after the spinal, before the start of the surgery, happens before going off to sleep. This minimizes the amount of time between going to sleep and the delivery of the baby to minimize exposure of the baby to anesthesia medication. So that means a Foley catheter in the bladder, sticky pad on the leg, squeezy boots on the legs, sterile skin prep on the belly that takes 3 minutes to dry before the large drape can then be put on that covers everything below the chest except for where the baby will be delivered. While all this is going on, you'll likely have an oxygen mask on, breathing 100% oxygen because we really want the lungs to be full of oxygen before going off to sleep. And the longer you pre-oxygenate, the better. Arms are strapped down to the arm boards, which is not necessary in awake patients, but is necessary for general anesthesia. If anxiety is an issue, all the same coping mechanisms that I've talked about previously for spinal anesthesia can be utilized during this time when you're still awake and being prepped for surgery. Antibiotics are given, timeout is done, and then once everyone in the room is ready to actually start the surgery, medication is given through the IV that works very quickly, big deep breaths of oxygen, you fall asleep. Once asleep, a breathing tube is placed, and at that point, the anesthesia team lets the obstetrician know to go ahead with the surgery.